Hello guys. So now let's start with the other parts of the resume as we were creating our resume. So here comes the next heading, that is project or internship. So this heading can have multiple headings such as project, internships, volunteer experience, trainings, etc. And these headings are dependent on the kind of activity which you have done. So this is the main critical component of your resume because it depicts your hands-on work and the initiative which you have taken apart from your curriculum. So the main purpose of this project or internship heading is to reflect your potential to the employer and make him understand that you are capable enough to carry out the job and you are one of the best fit for the job role which you are applying for. So here are the some guidelines for this. First is each entry should include all the information along with the description. Because you are including information like title, role, and company, then you should always specify with like description, like what you have done in your project. Then time period is must. Time period means the time duration which you have taken for the project or that internship. That time period can be of month, week, year, etc. Then comes the be very specific about roles and accomplishment. Always add numbers and facts whenever possible with your roles and accomplishment because this will help employer to understand your role and accomplishment under that project. And then comes the each entry, what you are entering under this heading should be in reverse order. That means whatever you have accomplished meant very recent, like what is very recent or recent accomplishment which you have got should come up first, and the accomplishment which you have achieved a very long ago should come at last. Then comes the please do not give generic information. Generic information in the sense common information like you are just mentioning, because it doesn't give clear picture to the employer and they will think like you have done this project or internship just for the certificate purpose. Then comes the next section, that is skills. So again, this skill section can have multiple headings. These can be soft skills, core skills, occupational skills, IT skills, software skills, etc. So please keep in mind, like under this section, do mention your skill sections very specific and specifically that skills means the soft skills, because soft skills are the must in the resume. So main purpose of the skills is like you showcase your personality traits and you tell the employer that you possess something relevant to the job which you are applying for. So here are the some guidelines. First is list all your skills and add point, what to say, add point in a descriptive way to support your skills the best. Don't make a cluster of skills. Just pick three or four skills which describes you the most and make specific points. Now the fourth point, as it is showing like you have unique strength and you like everyone possesses, and here is the best way to portray it. So for that, if you don't know, like many people feel like what to mention in these skills, for that I will give you idea. Let's go in your past and try to dig up your past and gather information, and then from there just get your best skill, like what you were good at, and put that like what to say, pick up the best instance and put up with that skill which can code to support your skill. Then comes the next section, that is online portfolio. So main purpose is like this will help the employer understand your skills and expertise. As we all know, like in this era, having an online portfolio is always like good for everyone, like it helps in sharing knowledge and your expertise to the rest of the world, right? So here are some guidelines, like as we all know, or our online portfolios can be blog, website design, etc. So please give the information accordingly. Like if you are mentioning your blog and website, mention with title, description, and link of your blog. And suppose if you are mentioning Flickr, YouTube, or design, then give the particular link in the respective section. Then make sure your online portfolio is professional, and it suppose it may contain the unrelevant content, then that may turn off the employer, and employer will not be interested anymore in you. Then please don't add social media accounts such as Twitter, Facebook, because these are the least interesting part and the last part which employer wants to know about you, because they don't want your social media accounts. Only and up till if you are asked for, like, for suppose you are applying for social media roles such as social media marketing, etc., then there you can mention your social media accounts. Then comes the next section, that is interest. Interest is like, here you showcase and what to say, whatever you are showcasing here in this interest section, it speaks about your character, and that is the purpose. Like whatever you will showcase, that will speak about your character to the employer who is taking the interview, or to the interviewer. So please mention the interest wisely and choose wisely what to display in the interest, because sometimes whatever interest you are mentioning there, these interests frequently can come up as a topic of discussion during the interview, and the employer will be discussing more about the interest, and then you may not discuss that much about that interest. So please choose wisely while mentioning your interest. So here are some guidelines. Please list your interests which are meaningful and which are displaying some learning, and support the interest with some of the points. Like if you have done your interest in adventure and all, then mention what you have done, and don't mention the interest like you are not giving time to those things and just mentioning for that purpose. That will be eh, like very bad, as employer can understand you have mentioned just purposely there. So don't just list down the endowment like adventure, guitar, reading, etc. And never include interests such as partying, watching movie, etc. As these type of interests always create a wrong impression. Then comes the next, what to say. With this, you have like almost completed a resume, or what to say, you have completed your resume and you have created your resume. Now let's keep, what to say, with this you can finish your resume and you can go on what you want. But for from my side, let's give the finishing touch to the resume. So for the finishing touch, here are some points. Naming the resume. So whenever you are naming your resume, please name your resume in this format: your name underscore resume. Suppose if your name is Naren, then mention your resume title is as Narendra underscore resume. Because if you save file with resume, then companies will get lots of file and it will be confusing for them. Then your resume file format should always be in document or PDF format, and PDF format is the best format which you will choose for your resume file format. Review by another purpose. Like while submitting a resume for some job, please get it reviewed by a person whom you know well and who can give suggestions about on the resume whether you have made it correct or not. Then periodic update. Periodic update means you should periodically update your resume, like when you accomplish more, or when you are accomplishing or achieving something, do update it in your resume. So with this, you will get your best version of your resume, and with this, your resume is completed. So I wish, with means like, as your resume is completed, so I wish you will get the job which you are applying for your resume, and good luck for that. Thank you. So hope you like this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and press the bell icon for the regular updates. Thank you.